Ourselves a little greeting. Okay, we take our right hand, put it, I can't do it in reverse. Right hand over the left, over the thumb, and just a slight little bend forward. That's a Tai Chi greeting for you. So let's take a nice deep breath. I see that many of you are in a seated position, so we're going to do our program seated. And, just let me know that you can hear well. I do have a little music in the background, but it's just background music. So there are 3 intentful enhancements that we do with Tai Chi and Qigong. So let's sit nice and tall in the seat. And what I'd like for you to do is just kind of roll the feet up and down so that you roll the toes and the heels up and down. There's an area in the bottom of the feet called the yang quan points, and that helps us draw up energy from the earth. So we're going to start there. Just kind of let those feet roll back and forth on the earth. And then let your feet settle. And then bring your attention up. You want to make sure that the knees are lined up with the hips. And then you want to let that navel pull in, and you want to kind of roll the pelvis back and forth as we loosen up that spine, pulling the navel in and rolling forward. This really helps if you have lower back issues, helps that spine starts to lengthen and loosen up. And try to let all that happen in the lower body rather than the upper body. You don't want that upper body to move yet. Let's do that a few more times and engaging the navel and back. Then we're on the upper body. We're going to pull the shoulder blades back, lift the sternum, and then curl forward. Inhale as you open back. Exhale as we come forward. And then let's move the arms now to get a little bit more length. Exhale as we come in. Inhale as we open. Let's do a few more of these. And really moving so that you can move those elbows together, moving the chest. Moving back, feeling the shoulder blades. And letting that spine move freely. And let's exhale as we come in and inhale as we open, as we start to enter breath into the movements. Let's do one more. Back and let the arms come down. Now we're going to do a little spinal rolling to also help to get that spine in order. So for those of you who take yoga, it looks very similar to the cat and the cow. So we're going to lift the chin, pull the shoulder blades back, inhale, come forward, and then roll all the way up, one vertebrae at a time, and uncurl that spine up to posture. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. And then inhale as you roll all the way up and uncurl the spine. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, up. Exhale as we come forward. And inhale as you roll all the way up. Then we're going to rotate just a little bit. Allow the spine to stretch. We're going to reach over towards one side. Let the head and the neck gently move. And then release and come back to center and go towards the other side. And let's do that 2 more times. Let's stretch over to the other side, engaging the core muscles, feeling those obliques, and then over towards the other side. And then back to center. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And as you roll up, try to make it all about the shoulders. Try not to use your elbows. We want to really kind of focus on loosening up the shoulders and the upper back and the neck area, especially with migraines. We want to loosen all of that up. So let's come up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And one more time, up, back, and down. So let's let the hands rest on the thighs. Put the tongue to the roof of the mouth. There is energy systems called meridians that connect at the palate. So we want to keep the tongue to the roof of the mouth during the practice to allow that energy to flow freely in the front of the body. Now let's move up a little bit more towards the head. And what I'd like for you to do is kind of progressively relax the muscles in the face, because that tension in the face and the jaw can bring on a lot of our migraine issues. So let's take a moment to relax your jaw. Relax the muscles around the jaw and the jaw joint, the mandible right there. And then bring your attention to the cheeks, allowing the cheeks to relax. And then bring your attention to the eyes. The eyes and the heart muscle are the muscles in the body that never stop. So let's just allow the eye muscles to relax, especially if you've been on a computer, looking at screens all day. Just allowing the eyes to just have that sensation of relaxation. You can even close your eyes for a moment during this time. Feeling the eyebrows relax. And feeling the breath start to soften and deepen. Letting the forehead relax. Imagining all the muscles from the eyebrows to the scalp, just relaxing. And then finally feeling the top of the head as if it was lengthening up towards the heavens. So we feel that length in the spine. We feel the sternum is lifted, the shoulder blades are slid down the back. We feel that connection to the earth. And now let's enhance the breathing a bit. We feel that relaxation in the upper body in particular. As you inhale, feel that belly rise. Feel the lungs fill up. And then exhale slowly, letting that chi energy, stale chi energy gently ebb out. And let's do that for a few more nice, deep, controlled breaths. Let's do one more nice, deep breath. And relax back. So what you want to notice now is that your breath hasn't been enhanced. So your normal breathing becomes even better. So let's take a moment. We're going to sync the chi. We're going to inhale up and bring the arms up only as far as you comfortably can, and let those hands just gently come down. We call this gathering the chi, as we're gathering all the healthy chi around us and trying to bring it towards our bodies. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And these kind of movements are the Qigong part of your Tai Chi. Tai Chi tends to be a little bit more choreographed with the legs, but the Qigong is the arm movement and moving that healthy Qi energy. And when you're doing this, if you find that you have any limitations, honor the limitations. Only go to what's comfortable. But what you can use is visualization. Visualization will allow you to mentally move through the movement better or a little bit deeper, even if it's just a little millimeter of more movement. And what happens with that is that the body can start to respond. So just gently, Tai Chi is all about feeling like you're moving through a dense cloud. And that repetitive motion, you'll start to feel the energy, the circulation, the movement in the hands. Let's do one more of these. Great. Now let's bring the hands together in front. There are areas in the hands, just like in the feet, that are called Lao Gong points. They're right around the knuckle area. So that heat that you feel in your hands, that's your chi. This is like your realization, like, oh yeah, I feel that. So that friction, that is your chi. So we're going to take this chi and move it around a bit. So let's release that and then inhale and exhale. And here's where you'll feel that magnetic pull, especially if you've been taking the course with me or you've been doing Tai Chi on your own or Qigong. You'll feel that expanse. Some people feel it on the first time. Some people need a little bit more. But that chi is there in all of us. And what this does is it allows us to just kind of move it. And let that breath go with it. This is moving over the heart meridian, which gives a sense of calmness, helps our circulation. It's very important for migraines. And it's very relaxing. Also helps the lungs. This crosses over the lung meridians as well. And that's all about relaxing, calming. I do this when I get stressed out. I take a few moments and it just helps me get centered. Good. And bring that back to center. Let's do that one more time. And back. And let the hands come down. So we're going to do a little bit more Tai Chi Qigong warm up, and then we're going to get to doing some of the facial and neck tapping, because the tapping helps to stimulate the circulation and get the Qi moving in some of these areas. So let's just bring the arms up and let them come down. And just focus entirely feeling the breath, inhaling as you come up and exhaling as you come down. And as you become more sensitive to your chi and feeling it, you'll feel that sensitivity in the hands. So you want to maintain your posture as you're doing this. Maintain the breath nice and deeply. And just allow yourself to get immersed in the simplicity of the movement. It helps to draw chi up and let it float down. Up and down. Let's do that a few more times. And once more. And down. Good. Now we're going to bring the arms up in front. We're going to turn the palms in and draw chi in. And as you draw your chi in, you want to tuck the chin back a little bit, because that's going to help to lengthen where the head and the neck meet. Then we're going to turn the palms out, press out, and let this come down, and then let the head and the neck come down, but keep the shoulders in place. So let's inhale as we lift up to about chest height. Turn the palms in, gather chi, let that chin tuck back. Exhale as we press out. And inhale again as we come down. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we pull in, tuck the chin back. Inhale as we press out and expand. And exhale as you let the head and the neck come down. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling up. Gather, pulling that chi in, tuck the chin back. Then push out. Inhale to expand. And exhale as you slowly let that come down. Great. Now we're going to bring one hand up. Doesn't matter which one, we're going to do both sides. But what you want to do in Tai Chi is focus. So I'd like for you to focus on that hand and gently turn and think about going only about 70%. And then as you come back to center, Let those hands cross paths, those Lao Gong points cross, and then move to the other side. And when I say moving at 70%, the reason why we do that and cross paths is because we don't want to do like we do in strength training or in aerobic activity. You know, we're on that treadmill running. With Tai Chi, this is internal strength. And we want to reserve some of that energy to go into the body to heal, to let the body organs heal. That we heal from the inside. We don't spend the energy or expend the energy on the muscles or sweating or those hormones. So that's what makes this practice so unique, is that the circulation that you get is as effective for blood pressure, to lower blood pressure, to have blood sugar levels change, as any high intensity exercise without all the stress. Let's come back to center, because we're moving the blood, which moves the chi and moves that healing energy that's within all of us. Let's do this one last time. And then back to center and down. So let's do the tapping now, the tapping. And when you tap, you can either tap with the fingers or you can make a little fist very lightly. And when you tap, you just want to tap. This is sending healing vibrations into the body, because chi is all about energy. And energy is sound, it's food, air, water. You know, we get energy from many things. And when we tap like this, and especially when we have an intention for healing, let's move over to one side. That sends a message to the body organs. You know, that's kind of like loving attention, those little vibrations, and sending that circulation. So let's move over towards the center again. And then let's move over to the other side. Good. And let's come back to center. And then let's move up. So we want to spend a little time here on the heart and the lung area, that upper chest, right by the collarbone. And again, that gentle tapping. This helps to stimulate the thymus, helps to stimulate the thyroid, helps to stimulate the heart, the lungs. You know, all these things are so important when it comes to, especially with migraines. Now let's kind of move over to one side. I'm going to have one arm down, and I'm going to tap on the inside of the arm into the elbow. The elbow is soft. I'm going to move down the wrist and then into my hand. Give myself a good hand. Yay, good job. And then turn around on the outside, and then going up the outside of the arm. And then on that upper neck, oh yeah. Ooh. And we're going to do that 2 more times. So let's move on down. Yourself a nice little Lao Gong handshake. Let's go up the outside. And then all the way up, especially if you have stiffness up there. And when you do this on your own, you can do this more often, and then back down. One more time. Oh yeah, nice. And then all the way up. Good. And then back to center. And now let's go down the other arm on the inside. So these are all meridians that we're crossing over. Yep, give yourself a nice hand. Good, turn over. And then up on the outside. Oh yeah, stiff neck. Then back down. Back to the hand. Good, and then turn. Back up. And then one more time, back down. Good, and then back up, the outside of the arm, back down, and just like kind of wipe it. Now let's take that chi energy, and sink that chi. Let's do that again. You can feel that chi energy flowing in the arms. do that one last time. Good. And then we're going to just kind of shake it out a little bit, especially that wrist, because this area right here is for the pericardium and the heart. So we're just going to kind of shake that out a little bit. Good. Now let's activate those Lao Gong points again. We're going to do some tapping on the head and the neck now. So you can feel that heat even a little bit more this time. I'm going to have to take off my glasses so I won't be able to see what you're doing. So you'll be able to do whatever you want. You have carte blanche now for a few minutes. All right. So let's back. Doesn't that feel delicious? Mm-hmm. And out. Good. Let's do one more time. Nice deep breath. Down. I'm going to take my glasses off because we're going to be doing some tapping. So let's start right here along the jaw. So we're doing, I have my little Qigong partner here with me, my little two-faced cat. So right along the jaw, we want to tap. So we release, especially around that jawbone. You know, we get a lot of tension up there. I don't know if any of you have ever had TMJ. So, and then let's move over into the cheeks, just gently tapping along the high cheekbone. And then under the chin, you know, right under the lip there. That's a very important area for migraines and headaches. And then going around the lips, right under the nose. And then let's go up to the nose and actually just do some nice massaging motions, sweeping, or you can tap whatever feels comfortable. This feels a little more comfortable for me. There are a lot of meridians in the face as well. So let's gently, gently. And let's, as in yoga, we always breathe on one side. So let's push in a little bit. Inhale on the one side, exhale. Let's switch sides. And once more. And then let's continue the tapping. Let's go around the eyes. The eyes are very sensitive, you know, when we get migraines. I've even gotten, you know, when I was working from home more last year, a little bit this year, but not quite as much, these ocular migraines that, you know, appear right in the eye, looks like those kind of crazy pixels, you know, and really, boy, it can make you very sick to your stomach. So this helps to relieve a lot of pressure around the eyes. You know, with migraines, our eyes get so sensitive to light. Now let's stop right here in the corner of the eye and just give it a nice little massage. And just kind of press in a little bit and release. Press in and release. And press in and release. Let the arms come down, take a little rest. Now let's come back up. Let's gently tap on the forehead. A nice little circular pattern. Let's come back down to the sides. So right in front of the ear, we can have a lot of muscular tension there because that's where the jaw meets as well. So let's do a nice little circular massaging action. Breathing up, inhaling as you lift, exhaling as it comes down. And then moving towards the ear themselves, you want to actually move around the ear, the entire ear. You can do kind of little pinching, not really pinching, but pressing. So you're pressing on the whole ear and then move all the way around on the outside and then into the inner ear and just kind of massage in that ear a little bit and then come back out. Let's do that again, moving to the outside and then into the inside of the ear and then all the way into the ear, massaging in. Good. And then release. Let's go behind the ear. That's also got some muscles there. So kind of massaging up. And then moving to where the head and the neck meet in the back, the bottom of the skull. So here, let's do a little tapping. So almost like you're playing a piano, just kind of like fingers moving like this. Stimulate circulation. And then let the arms come down and relax. Sitting nice and tall, feeling, you might feel that circulation pounding through the arms. That's your chi moving. Let's bring the hands back up. And let's come up the top of the head, the crown, and around. And if at any time, if your migraine is acting up and you're feeling, a little bit too painful, just gently, just make that connection to that area. Because sometimes when you press and release, that puts a little pressure into the muscle and the soft tissue. You release and you're teaching that tissue to do that too, to release that tension. Let's go up and around, up and around. Good. And relax down. Let's take a few moments. So let's finish up with a movement called cloud hands. We're going to let one hand move across the head. The other one moves along the lower abdomen. And then we switch. And just allow yourself to slowly move from one side to the other. Feeling the core muscles and just immerse yourself in the simplicity of that movement. Cloud hands again crosses a lot of meridians, including the heart and the lungs, but also all those meridians moving that energy across the upper dantian, which is called the shen. Just allow yourself to move gently. Let's do one more to each side. And then come all the way back to center. Let's put our hands in prayer pose. As always, it's been my honor and pleasure to be your guide in your practice today. Thank you so much for sharing your chi energy, because energy is never ending. So even though we're not in the same room, we are all generating positive energy. And Lord knows we need a lot of positive energy out in this world today. So all this positive chi energy that we're generating is like a positive tsunami on all the negativity that's going on. And just remember, even when you're having a dark moment, we're all pieces of the puzzle. We're all have something important to contribute to this world and this life and this planet. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. So remember that always. And as we say in China, instead of namaste, we say ni men hao jing shen qi. So I'll say that one more time. It's ni men hao jing shen qi. So, and what's on my shirt? Single whip. Thank you for noticing. I figure I'll wear my Tai Chi shirt tonight for you. So yes, that is called, that is called the single whip movement. So I thank you again for participating, helping me, create and generate my own Qigong healing energy, and for all of you. And thank you, and have a great, great month, a great week. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Susan. That was very restorative. I do feel the energy.
Yeah,
So thank you very
good.
much. Thanks.
Great.
And thanks to all of you. So everybody have a great evening, and hope to see you next Thursday.
Yep.
Thank
Take
you.
care, everyone.